have one question, sir.
Yes, Ganesh.
So let's say as you mentioned that on every Sunday, so basically आपने कहा कि every Sunday का backup जो है जो it will create monthly and yearly backup, right? But what if अगर मुझे किसी particular date का एक backup चाहिए लेकिन वो already delete हो चुका है, उस केस में हम क्या करेंगे?
If it is deleted, then you cannot do anything.
Okay. Or do I have option कि instead of Sunday I would directly choose one date कि मुझे इस particular date का चाहिए, then I can
Definitely.
directly
The
get that,
Sunday
right?
is just
Okay.
an example. You can decide
Okay.
whichever, you can decide a date for a particular month that
Mm-hmm.
first of every month I need a backup,
Yeah.
and that backup should be there for uh, 12 months. तो हर महीने आपका एक एक बैकअप बनता रहेगा. Let's say that if you say the first of every month there should be a backup, so इस तरह से हर first को आपका backup बनता रहेगा. And then what, and if you say that I want 10 of those, right? So, or let's say you say 5 of those, I'll keep 5. Understanding ज़्यादा easy होगी इससे. So what will happen, 1st December को एक बैकअप बनेगा, 1st January को एक बैकअप बनेगा, right? Then 1st Feb को एक बैकअप बनेगा, 1st March, 1st April. So this is how you will have your backup. तो इसमें पिछले मंथ का सब कुछ वैसा ही आ गया, राइट? जितना कुछ आपने दिसंबर में किया था वो सब कुछ इस बैकअप में होगा. दिसंबर 1st तक जो डिलीट एडिशन वगैरह किया था आपने, वो सब कुछ होगा. देन पूरा दिसंबर मंथ में जो किया था आपने जैन तक, वो सब कुछ इसमें होगा. नाउ व्हेन यू विल हैव द नेक्स्ट वन, व्हेन यू विल हैव योर फर्स्ट ऑफ फर्स्ट ऑफ मे, ये वाला जब आपका होगा बैकअप आएगा, बिकॉज यू हैव सेड यू वांटेड मैक्सिमम 5, तब आपका ये डिलीट हो जाएगा दिसंबर वाला. इट विल गेट डिलीटेड ऑटोमेटिकली. लॉजिक सेम है. यहाँ पर 25 आप लोग ले रहे हो, यहाँ पर आप 5 ले रहे हो. इट्स अप टू यू. एनुअल आप एक ले रहे हो. Let's say this is annual that you have said every December you need one backup, right? तो ये पूरा साल भर आपका एक बैकअप रहेगा. एंड जैसे ही नेक्स्ट ईयर का दिसंबर आता है 24, तो एक बैकअप हो जाएगा आपका फिर से. बट देन व्हाट विल हैपन, दिस विल गेट डिलीटेड बिकॉज यू हैव सेड यू वांट ओनली वन. इफ यू सेड दैट यू वांट टू, देन दोनों रहेंगे. एंड जब तीसरा बैकअप होगा आपका 2025 में, then the old one will get deleted. This will get deleted. Is it clear, guys, to everyone?
Got it. Thank you.
Then क्यों ऐसा होगा, क्या होगा, you don't have to worry about it. It's purely up to application team. कोई बैंकिंग ऐप होगा तो मे बी दे वांट इट इन मार्च. कोई ई कॉमर्स का ऐप होगा तो दिसंबर वगैरह के सेल से पहले कितना स्टॉक था, बाद में क्या था. इट्स अप टू देम. You literally don't have to worry about it. It is their application. They know their application. They know their product. They know their client. They know their users. किस टाइम पे किस तरह का रिक्वायरमेंट आ सकता है, it is up to them. What you need to know as an administrator is how to configure that. As an architect, you should know all this technology so you can discuss their business and you can suggest them. Maybe a user knows his business, but user doesn't know which is the suitable technology. As an architect, that is your job to suggest and design something for them. But as an administrator, you don't even have to worry about it. You are not suggesting anything, you're not designing anything. What you should know is just, okay, there is some option and I can configure it. Got it, guys? So now I have created a machine here and we are going to take backup of this machine. But before we do that, first let's quickly check if that machine has something which can be tested. I was hoping that this machine will have one website. I think that has been corrupted now. Can someone please check if it is working for you? I've shared the IP address. Let's see if the website is working for you. Anyone tried? Working, not working?
It is showing T-Soft website.
It is showing to you guys? Okay.
Yes.
I'm not sure what's wrong with my... I cannot see it. I hope you guys can see my screen, right? Let me quickly check this on my phone. Okay, yes, it is appearing now. Fine. Okay, so now let's say, guys, this server has a website. This one, this is my application. People come to this one, they opt for some courses, they check courses, they contact me, they fill the form here, right? They'll fill the form here, and it will come to me. All this feature, my website is working very smoothly. I'm getting business, everything is working fine whenever they fill the information here. By the way, if I want to capture information like this, right, which storage will I use at the backend? Which is the suitable storage category can I use at the backend in Azure? Yes, guys.
Blobs.
Maybe tables.
Yes, definitely table. No, blobs I'm not using. Blobs are simply for images, videos, etc. Guys. This is purely a table work. Ignore the spelling. I am trying to write
Structured data,
interested.
no? Okay.
Yes, because I need a row, right? I can make this column as this field as mandatory, that I do not want anyone to fill information without their name. I want to make this field mandatory. I need name and number. Email, you can fill it, you cannot fill it. I can leave it free field, something like this. Okay, and when I send this, it will get saved to my data. And when I open the table, I will see all the queries and everything. And it will be easier for me to uh, here I have just kept the free field. Here I can use uh, a drop down also, that who's interested in Azure admin, who's interested in Azure architect, who's interested in Azure DevOps. So when my student selects, it will be easier for me to go ahead and just ask someone from my office to run that report and see how many are interested in Azure DevOps, and give them a call and check how many of them are ready for the class, so we can start a new batch. It helps my business. So this is how the technology will help your business. Here, if I did not have that table, I mean, there are table, it's not a unique thing. We had this feature in SQL and everything, but then I needed a DB, guys, and it was very difficult. Here it's very simple. Azure has made it very simple for me. Azure has already created everything. I just have to come and utilize the service. Okay? So yes, please remember the services very well. So if any example is shared with you or given with you, you should be able to explain it or answer it. Okay. So let's say this is working fine, and this is my server. And let's log into that server and crash this website. I'll crash the website. You guys can check, and then we will restore it. But before that, what will I have to do? Before I crash the website, what should I do? If I
Backup.
want to restore, yes, if I want to restore, I should take the backup. Without backup, there is no restore. Okay. So first, let me log into this. I hope I recall the password. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to crash that website and then restore the server, and I'll show it to you that how it starts working quickly. But before that, let's log into server, create one file. Okay, this is already here. This folder is already here. I'm going to create one more file. I'm creating a test file. Okay, so I have created one file which is there in the C drive. And now I'm going to take backup of this server. How can we take backup? We can create a backup vault, or we can simply go from here. Today I'll show it from here. I think last time we created from the backup option, so I'll show it to you from here. Do I have an existing one? Yes, I do have here. I think that got created when we were creating, but let's create it from scratch. So I'm creating a one from scratch. Name it as Tsoft backup vault. Resource group, it's this one. I'm selecting the same. It's okay. In enhanced, if I do, I can have multiple. I do have an option to select multiple snapshots or multiple backups. I mean, it's not necessary that it has to be backed up only once a day. If I want that it should be backed up at 9 a.m., then 12 p.m., then 3 p.m., then 6 p.m., I can do that in enhanced. But as of now, we are just going to take standard. It is fine. Policy, let's quickly check. And for this, this time zone is also important, that which time zone your machine has. So I think mine has correct time zone. It is IST. Still, let's have a look. Otherwise, you will always face this problem that it backup is not working fine. So time zone plays a very crucial role here. You have set up a backup in UST and your server has IST, so it's not going to work. Okay, so my server has IST and we'll set up a time in IST. So let's say that I'm saying daily, it should be, and this is our customized policy, right? So we can give whatever name we want. Let's say daily 3 p.m. This is what I'm saying. So daily 3 p.m. which time zone? Our server is in IST, so I'm going to select IST. This is fine. I've already explained it to you, so I'm not doing that. Let's say as of now, I'm just keeping 3, right? I hope this is clear by now, right? To everyone. Okay, minimum we have to keep it for 7 days. Done, and enable backup. It is validating, it will create. It is initializing the deployment. You can check here. Deployment is in progress. I hope it gets created before 3 p.m. and then it runs automatically. Even if that doesn't run, that's okay. We'll run it manually. Yes, while this is being created, do you guys have any questions, any doubt?
Sohail bhai,
Yes.
actually, I'm just a little bit confused. Like, if we take like daily backup, right? Then like, why we need a weekly uh backup?
See, daily backup, I have taken it for 25 days, right?
Yes.
तो 25 डेज में ये संडे वाला जो है ना, ये भी उड़ जाएगा ना, जैसा ही 25 डे हो गए ये उड़ जाएगा. बट इट इज माई
Yes.
बिजनेस नीड कि ये मुझको 10 हफ्ते तक चाहिए. It is simply business requirement. There's nothing technical about it. Technical इसमें इतना ही है
Okay.
how
Okay.
to do it. बाकी क्यों चाहिए होगा, we don't even care and we won't even ask the application owner. As an administrator, maximum you can tell them it's the charges, that if you do this ये charge होगा, इतना charge होगा, and that's it. If they are saying yes, कोई compliance reason हो सकता है, कोई auditing reason हो सकता है, किसी भी तरह का reason हो सकता है, application पे depend करेगा. They are saying कि ठीक है आप 25 days में, मतलब इसका क्या मतलब है कि हर 25 डेज से पुराना डेटा नहीं होगा. बट दे आर सेइंग कि संडे का डेटा मुझको 6 महीने पुराना भी चाहिए होगा. सो हाउ विल यू डू इट? 2 मेथड्स. वन, कि आप इसी को इतना ज्यादा ले लो कि 6 महीने तक चलता रहे. इसको आप ले लो मे बी 150 डेज, विच इज पॉसिबल. एंड देन संडे का क्या, सैटरडे वगैरह सारा डेटा आपके पास 6 महीने तक रहेगा, राइट? डिलीट ही नहीं होगा. इफ यू टेक इट एज 150 डेज, जब तक 151 नहीं आता है, ये सब आपके अवेलेबल रहेंगे. But what are you doing then? You're paying heavily for that, and no client would like that. Got it?
Yes, Sohail bhai, understood. Yes. Yes.
Okay, fine. So this is once this is created, okay, we call it as a recovery service vault, the one which we are going to discuss in next session. So you create a backup or site recovery. दोनों में एक चीज बनती है, which is recovery service vault. RSV. This has nothing to do with your key vault. Key vault I will explain. It's a very small topic and it has nothing to do with this. Okay, this is recovery service vault, जिसमें आपका एक बनता है बैकअप vault और इसमें एक बनता है आपका ASR vault or site recovery vault, whatever you call it. One is backup, one is site recovery. But दोनों के लिए बनता है आपका recovery service vault. I was referring it to as backup vault, backup vault. Why? Because we are going to use only backup as of now. इसका सब बैकअप फीचर यूज करने वाले हैं. जब हम साइट रिकवरी फीचर यूज करेंगे तब विल कॉल इट एज साइट रिकवरी वॉल्ट, बट अल्टीमेटली इट इज रिकवरी सर्विसेज वॉल्ट. बैकअप सर्विस यूज कर लो, साइट रिकवरी यूज कर लो. This is the definition or this is the official name, recovery service vault. So don't get confused if someone is talking about recovery service vault. Recovery service vault will have your backups. Now look at this. Site recovery we are not discussing, okay? So don't worry about site recovery, ignore it completely. Will only focus on backup. So once I am here, I can add the backup item from here, right? Look at this. Azure virtual machine, Azure file share, SAP HANA, SQL. What do I want to schedule as a backup? And I can start, and next thing I will have to select is the policy. That which policy? We have already created one policy. Can you see? Yeah. And then it will ask me to add the machines. But as of now, in East US region, I had only one machine, right? Which I have already backed up. While creating this, उस machine को हमने already backup कर लिया. Are you guys getting it? Yes? No,
Yes,
guys, getting confused? Okay, let me show it to you again. This backup vault we created from machine. Understand one thing. We came from the machine menu. So that machine is already a part of this. Now, if I go here under the backup items, you will already see one machine. That's a different thing. उसका backup अभी तक शुरू नहीं हुआ होगा. Look at this. Backup item is already there. उसका backup क्यों नहीं शुरू हुआ होगा? Look at this. It says initial backup is pending, which means first backup इसका अब तक नहीं हुआ है. Why is it not done?
Because in the policy we have given the time at
Yes,
3 p.m.
3 o'clock. So now if we come back after 5 or 10 minutes, then hopefully ये यहाँ पर हो जाना चाहिए. And if it is not there, just for the practical purpose I'm saying, you can simply go ahead and backup now. You can always do the backup now option. ये सब आपका policy चलता रहेगा and you will always have this option backup now. Let's say someone is saying ये साल वगैरह का कुछ नहीं रखा उन्होंने, ये भी नहीं रखा है. It is as good as our policy which we have created. Simply they are just saying कि ये यही चाहिए हमको, that's it. But then they realize suddenly one day that this particular backup, let's say that they have kept it only for 5 days. This is their policy, 5 days, or how many days? These are 7 days, let's say. Okay, but now suddenly they come up and they say कि यार जो ये 11 का बन रहा है ना आपका बैकअप, 11 का जो बनेगा बैकअप, राइट, ये भी 7 दिन में डिलीट हो जाएगा. बट what I want here is कि ये वाला बैकअप जो है एटलीस्ट 1 महीने तक रहना चाहिए. तो you won't change policy just for one ad hoc request. You'll simply come here and backup now. You do the backup. I don't want to touch it now because it may create a confusion and it will stop the services because one backup is already running. But here you will select the date. Let's say user says that they want it for 30 days. So from 30 days, 26th of January 2024 they want. So you simply have to select a date here and click on OK. So that particular backup will be saved till the time you have selected. You can select it for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever client is saying. Is it clear, guys? Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe, doubts.
Yes.
Okay. So here, I was saying that when you come to backup items, you will see how many items are being backed up. So one server is already being backed up. Now, 2 thumb rules, please remember. One is whenever you are backing up something, some machine, your recovery service vault should be in the same zone, same region. If my machine is in East US or Central India, my machine is in Central India and my recovery service vault or my backup vault, it is in East US. Will I be able to see my machine?
No, you cannot.
No, right? So now here I have my recovery service vault in East US. Okay, and I'm trying to add a machine to backup. Let's say if I try to add a machine, Azure virtual machine, fine. I clicked on backup. I selected all the details and I click on add. I still can't see. There is one machine in East US. Why can I not see that? Can anyone tell me? This Tsoft one, I've created that in East US. But I still can't see it here. Yes. What comes to your mind? Why can't I see it here? Can one machine be backed up in two different resource service recovery vault or two different backup vaults? Let's say that I have a machine and I'm backing that machine up in under vault 1 and I'm backing up in under vault 2. Is it possible? What do you think? Sorry?
No, it is not possible.
Yes, it is not possible. So once you have added one machine to any vault, that machine will not appear in the same vault or any other. That is the reason we are not able to see that machine, the one which we created in East US. That machine is not appearing here. Why? Because that machine we have already added. Got it, guys?
Yes.
Let me quickly create another machine. And we'll see if that appears there. We are not going to back up that machine, but at least for you guys to see it. And it has nothing to do with your resource group. Okay, I am selecting resource group same, just for the deleting purpose, so it will be easier for me to delete. But your backup can be in some different resource group. The recovery service vault, your machines can be in different resource group. There's no dependency on the resource group. Is that clear, guys, to everyone? Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe any doubt? Is it clear to everyone, this statement? That there's no dependency on the resource group, right? I am creating all of them in one, but that is just for the easement of deletion. So I can delete it easily. I can simply delete the whole resource group later. Let's try creating a new VNet. By the way, while creating that, did you see any VNet while creating your service recovery vault or backup vault? Did you see any VNet? So let's see if I have in the same region in different VNet, will it work or it won't work? Let's see. Now, what am I doing here is I'm creating another machine in East US, but I'm using a different VNet. I'm not using the same VNet. And we'll see if we can add this machine to the same backup vault. We'll wait for this machine to get completed. And meanwhile, we can go ahead and check our backup, whether it is running or not. What is it? What is the status of the backup? Let's see.
backup jobs.
No, I'm looking at the backup which I have taken. This backup I have taken last time, we can use this to restore a machine. I didn't have to create a new one actually. This is the machine we are dealing with now. This is the machine last time I have taken the backup. So let me check if we can use it for restore, or I can show you some options here. No, there is no backup on this machine. Okay, look at this one, guys. This is an old machine, and this is not one of these machines which I have created now. This is a different one. Okay, the last time backup was done in 18th of November. 18th of November. Let's say if I want to restore, I can restore it from here. I'll show the restore menu completely. First, let that machine get backed up completely. Okay, so once you come here, this is your backup center. Under here, you will see the backup instances, that how many of them have been backed up. Do you want to again add something new? Okay, you can do that from here. You want to restore, you can do it from here. Okay? And if you want to pull some reports, that how many backups were done and what are the details, everything, you can pull it from here. You can pull all the details from here. Right? And backup policies here. You will see your backup policies. This one I have created just now. A default policy, enhanced policy. Then we created one policy. That time it is in temp folder. Right? So everything, all backup policies which you have, you can see here. You don't have to go to individual backup vault, and you can click on here, click on add, and you can create new policies also. Right? And these are the vaults where you will see all the details कि किस तरह के machines आपकी कहाँ कहाँ पर ये है, किस vault में कितने machines है. So this is an old vault. This is also old one. I think this is an old one. This is the one which we created now, right? So this is an old one. We are not going to have a look at that. This is an old one. Okay? This is the one which we have created now. So I click on this. Now I want to check if the backup items are which are there. How many backup items are there first? So I click on this. Okay, I'll see one machine. I click on this one. And here it is still pending. Not sure why. Maybe it is going to take some time, but it is still pending. Okay, everything is fine. Backup pre-check has been passed. It is just taking some time. Maybe because it is the first time, it is taking some time, but this is how it will appear. And once your first backup is done, you will see a backup date here and the status here. Date here and the status, whether it was done successfully or not. Either we can wait for this backup to happen, or what we can do is we can simply take a manual backup. And the backup has been started now. We'll come back to this page again in some time, and it will show us how the backup looks like. And coming back to add page, that if I want to add a machine, hopefully our machine is created. Okay, this is created. So let's say if I want to add that machine, so what can I do? There are many places. Okay, you can add from there. You can add from here. You can go to that machine and you can add. Look at this. From here, you can create policy and everything. You can have a different policy. You can use an existing policy. Can you see? This is appearing now. But I have one more machine, DC01, that is not appearing here. Why? Because that is in Central India region. And this VM02, the one which we created, it is in East US. And the backup vault which I have created, that is in East US. Is it clear, guys, to everyone? So you can go
Yes.
to machine and create a vault and get your machine added, or you can come to vault and add multiple machines. Let's say you have 10, 12, 100 machines, then this is the best way. You can come here and just simply check those machines and create your machine. Okay, if I want to check the items, backup items, we are not talking about replication as of now, so don't worry about replications. Okay, backup items. If I have to check, I will go here and check the backup items. And it still shows initial backup is pending. And the one which we have triggered, that has been started. Now, if you want to see the details, you can click here. The backup job, someone who prompted backup jobs, right? Backup jobs, you can come here and see. Okay, that backup was also completed. The initial backup was also, I think it was, or what was that? Oh, no, configuration check was done. There was no backup. And currently the backup is being taken. So our machine, this one is being backed up. It is in progress. It is a little bit confusing, guys, but make sure that you go ahead, you create a machine, and then you create a backup from here. Start from here. Second time you create backup directly from here, from backup vaults or backup center. You create it from there. And look at this. When you come here, you will have all the information here also. There are multiple ways to check same information in Azure. Not only in Azure, in any Microsoft product, even for Windows, you have to turn off the firewall. You can go from Service Center. You can go from menu. You can do it from PowerShell. You can do it using command prompt. There are plenty of ways. Similarly, in Azure also, you go from there. You go from machine. You directly go from backup center. It doesn't matter. Everything ultimately it is showing you the same thing. So again, if I want to check how many backup instances are there, I can click, it will take me to the same screen. Ongoing job or last 24 hours job, I can see it here, and I can see one of them is in progress. If I click on this one, again, it will take me to the same screen, same machine. Look at this. It is in progress. If I want to see in more granular detail, again, click on that and you will see it here. So it has started, but it is not yet completed successfully. So until we see it completed or successfully done, we will not consider that as a safe backup, right? So as of now, we do not have backup of that machine. Once we have the backup, then we'll crash the machine, and then I'll show it to you how to recover the machine. So we have 3 minutes. We'll take a break of 5 minutes, or we'll take a break till the time this gets completed, because I don't want to waste time just looking at this, right? I'll ping you guys, or it won't take more than 5 minutes. So maybe we'll take a break of 5 minutes, but we still have 3 minutes. Do you guys have any questions, any doubt?
Yes, I have a question. We have many policies in our backup world,
Right.
but while we are adding a virtual machine, why we are seeing only 2 policies?
So if I click here, and if I click on backup, virtual machine, let's say if I select a vault, this is the vault I select, right? Continue. So we have only 2 policies, right? Default one and the CS one. Only one policy I created. And the one which you are looking at, many policies, they are not, all of them are not related to this vault, right? Those are with different vault. Then I'll have to select, let's say, if I select this vault, I will see only policies which are related to this vault. If I select this vault, then I will see policies which I've created under this vault.
Okay. We must be
Look at
having a different
this.
vaults. Yeah.
Yes, we do have, definitely we do have different vaults. And we have different policies related to vaults. You cannot create one policy and use it across the vaults. You'll have to create policies in that vault. Look at this. I created one
So in
UT-Kloud backup policy prod server. This is under
yeah,
UT-Kloud backup vault.
so in the backup center, are we going to see all the policies from several
Yes,
vaults?
yes. If you want to just see, look at the policies, yes, you can see all of them under backup center.
Okay.
So if I click here, but in front of that, you'll see your vault name also. So you know that which one has which. And now if you want to
Yes.
create one, you'll have to select a vault. Without selecting a vault, you cannot create a policy. Getting it?
Yeah, perfect.
Now look at this. Enhance policy and the name. I'll say policy number 2. And then I create my policy, whatever policy I wanted to create, I'll create it. Now this vault will show 2 policies once this is created. Yes, guys, what about others? Do you guys have any questions? Are you getting it, not getting it at all? Are you getting it completely? What is it? Okay, guys, less than a minute is left. So let's take a break of 5 minutes. This has been done. We are good to restore. So we'll take a quick break of 5 minutes. See you guys back at 15:25, and I'll show you the recovery process. We have been seeing backup. Now we have to restore from backup also, right? Then only it's useful technology. Just taking backup without restore doesn't make any sense. So see you in 5 minutes, 15:25, using the same link.